أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 2, page 4, pointer B. We saw that each juz has 4 parts and each part is having 5 pages. The first 5 pages, 1 to 5, now you are studying in this QC5. They have 37 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 6 to 10, inshallah, you will study in QC3, covering the 39 ayahs. The third part, that is page 11 to 15, inshallah, we will study in QC4, having 29 ayahs. And the last 5 pages of the first juz, they are page 16 to 20. Inshallah, we will study in QC5, having 36 ayahs. Thus, there are 141 ayahs in QC2 to up to QC5. So you complete the first juz in QC5. Let's look the topics covered under these 5 pages of this course. Hadayat, Muttaqin, Kafirin, Munafiqin, Dawatul Quran, and some parts of the Hazrat Adam alayhi salam story. We have completed the first 4 pages of this course. Let's revise the pointers for the page 1. Yes, what are the pointers for page 1?
Page 1. Dua for guidance. Guidance for Muttaqin. Attributes of Muttaqin.
Praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for Muttaqin, attributes of Muttaqin. What about the second page pointers?
No guidance for Kafirin. No guidance for Munafiqin.
Corrupt and false, double face.
Double face.
No guidance for Kafir, no guidance for Munafiqin, corrupts and fool, double face. What about the third page pointers?
First example,
First
fire.
example, fire. Second example, rain.
Quran's call. Quran's challenge.
First example, fire. Second example, rain. Quran's calls. Quran's challenge. What about the fourth? Yes, pointers, brief pointers for the first page.
Is
Praise, dua, guidance, attributes.
Dua, guidance, attributes.
Attributes. What about the second page pointers?
Kafirin.
Munafiqin,
Corrupt, double face.
Yes, Kafrin, Munafiqin, corrupts, double face. What about the third page pointers?
Fire, rain, call.
Fire, rain, call, challenge.
The fourth page pointers are warning and good news, example of mosquito, who goes astray, and how can you disbelieve? So let's to keep them on the fingers. Yes, what are the fourth page pointers?
Warning and good news.
Example,
Mosquitoes. Who goes astray? How can you disbelieve?
Warning and good news, example of mosquitoes, who goes astray. How can you disbelieve? What about the brief pointers of the page 4?
Warning, mosquitoes astray, disbelieve.
Warning, mosquito astray, disbelieve. So we have started the second page, and today we are going to study the second pointer of this fourth page. That is example of mosquito. And the link with the previous verses is, in the previous verses, Allah talked about the end of those who reject the Quran. Now he says that such people raise questions before even thinking about it properly. So this is the ayah of the today lesson. If somebody wants to recite, please raise hand. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا مع بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين. Indeed, Allah is not ashamed to set forth an example even of a mosquito or anything about it, bigger or small. Then as for those who believe, they know that it is the truth from their Lord. But those who disbelieve say, what did Allah intend by such an example? He lets go astray many by it and guides many by it. And he does not let go astray by it except the definitely disobedient. Let's go for the identification of the words in this ayah. So the first is inna. Inna is a harf. Allah isme jalala is an ism. La is a harf. Yastahi. Yes, what does it look like? Ism fail harf. Yastahi. Ism mudare, ilamat mudare, you can see ya. So mudare, fail mudare, we will see in QC3. An is a harf. Yadribu. What is yadribu? Is a fail harf. Fail. Madi mudare amr nahi.
Mudari.
So daraba yadribu idrib. This is a fail. We are studying QC1. Masalan. This masalan or masala. This the fatata, double fata. It's showing tanween. It's showing it's an ism. Ma. What about this ma? Ism fail harf. Okay, we will see that it is a ism or fail. We will see it's a either fail or harf or ism. We will see later. Ba'udatan, again, the fatatan, double fata, tanween, telling is an ism. Moreover, it's feminine because it's ronta. Fa is a harf. Ma, again, now ma is here ism. Faukaha, foka is a, what is foka? Ism fail harf. Anybody else? Foka is a ism. It's a zarf. Foka, tab, kabla, tahta, mama, wara. They all are zarf. They shows the time and the place, and they all are noun. So foka is a noun. Ha is a zamir ism. Fa is a harf. Amma is a harf here. Allazina ism masula ism. Amanu, what is amanu? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
It's a madi. From amana. It's a four-letter word. We will start in QC3. Fa is a harf. Ya'lamuna. Again, ya'lamuna is a mudari verb. If I remove the sign lamat mudari ya and waw nun the plural sign, I'm left with letter and lam mim. Alima ya'lamu ilm. We are studying QC1. The next one is anna. Anna is a harf. Who is a zamir ism? Al haqqu is an ism because alif lam is there. Means a harf jar followed by ismi majroor. So Rab is a ismi majroor. Rab min Rabbi jar manu. Him is a zamir ism. Wawav is a harf. Amma is again here harf. Allazina ismi masula ism. Kafaru is the madi verb from kafara kafaru. The next is fa. Fa is a harf. Remove it. Yakuluna. What is this yakuluna? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
Fail mudari. Yakuluna.
Mudari. Plural.
Yes, it is from kala yakulu and from yakuluna. Ma is a harf. Za. Maza is a part of the ma coming as a ism. We'll say isme istifham. The next is arada. Arada. What is this arada looks? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
Fail. Arada is a fail of madi. Allah isme jalala is a ism. B is a harf jar followed by isme majrur haza. Bi haza jar majrur. Masalan have a tanween, mean the fatatan, double fatah, telling it's an ism.
Ism.
Yes, what about yudilu? Ism fail harf.
Fail.
Fail. But why it is having dhamma?
What do you call it? We have just done it. Verb with double.
Yudilu, it's a fail, of course. It is a mudare, of course. But why it's having dhamma?
We don't know.
Yeah, double passive.
Yes, it's passive. Why it means majhul? It's madi majhul. We will see it's again adilla, adilla yadillu, dilla. That is a 4-letter word we will see in QC3. But here you should remember it's a majhul, madi majhul. The next one is B. B is a harf, he is a zamir, isam, bihi is jar majhul, kasira. Kasira is having double fatah, mean the fatatan, mean tan'een. So it's an isam. Waw is a harf. Yahdi. Yes, you have to tell me yahdi. Isam fail harf. What does it look?
Fail.
Fail. Mudari. Okay. B is a harf. He is a zamir isam. Bihi jar majhul. Kasira. Kasira is again an isam because having tanween, double fatah, fatatan. Waw is a harf. Ma is a ism, we will see. Yudillu is a mudari verb, but majhul because it's showing the dhamma. B is a harf, he is a zamir, ism, bihi is jar majhur, illa is a harf, al fasikin. Yes, what about al fasikin? Ism fail harf.
Ism.
Ism.
Ism, plural, masculine, and proper noun. Okay. Let's have another look on the same ayahs. Inna is a harf, Allah is a ism jalala ism, la is a harf, yastahi the mudari verb, an is a harf, yadribu is a mudari verb, masalan is a ism, ma is coming as a ismi masula here, ism. Ba'udatan is coming as ism feminine, fa is a harf, ma is coming as a ismi masula ism, fawka is a ism look, ha is a zamir ism, fa is a harf, amma is a harf, allazina is a ism masula, amanu is a madi verb, it's a 4-letter word, mazid fi will study in QC3. Fa is a harf, ya'lamuna is a mudari verb, an is a harf, hu is a zamir ism, al-haqqu is again a ism, min is a harf, rabb is a ism, him is a zamir ism, waw is a harf, amma is a harf, allazina ismi masula ism, kafar is the madi verb, fa is a harf, yakuluna, it's again the mudari verb, ma is a harf, za is coming here, as a harf maza as it come isme istifham. When they join, they become isme istifham. Arada is a madi verb. Allah isme jalala is ism. B is a harf. Haza is a isme ishara. Demonstrative note. Masalan is a ism. Yudillu is a majhul, madi majhul. It's of course of the mazid fi we will see in question 3. B is a harf, he is a zamir ism, kasira is a ism, waw is a harf, yahdi is a mudari, or B is a harf, he is a zamir ism, kasira again the ism having tanameen, waw is a harf, ma is a harf, yudillu is the mudari verb majhul, B is a harf, he is a zamir ism, illa is a harf, al fasikin is the ism. Let's to look the lesson learned from this ayah. Allah gives example to help us understand. Believers know it is haq from the truth from the Allah. Only disobedient people get lost. Look the new words in each line. They are 3, 2, 3, 1. On average, you can say 2 in each line. Okay. Let's go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and the explanation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inna, indeed, Allah is Jalala ism, la, not, yastahi, ashamed, and that yadribu, present. Masalan, any example, ma, what, ba'uda, then a mosquito, fama, or anything. Fawqaha, fawqa means above it. Fa'amma, so that. Wa'amma, and so that. Allazina, those amanu, believe. Faya'alamuna, they know. Annahu lahaq, that is truth from their Rabb. Min Rabbim, from their what? That the example of the Bauda is a truth. Then wa amma, as for those people, allazina kafaru, who disbelieve, fayaquluna, they say, what they say, maza, what arada, intend, Allah, bihaza, by this, masalan, an example, yudillu bihi, it's a phrase, yudillu bihi, phrase, he misleads thereby, kasira, many, wayahdi, and he guides, bihi, it, kasira, many, wa ma yudillu, and he does not mislead, bihi, by it, illa, except al-fasiqeen, definitely disbelief. So there is a very important aspect of the style of the Quran. What is that? Let's to see. Innal lazina, indeed those, by the way, mosquito has a complete fly system, nanotechnology is copying it. Context justify the example. Allah gives the example of bee and spiders. Believers know that it is the truth from their Rabb, because Allah does not give example without any purpose. If they had pondered examples, they would have surely got guidance from it. The fisk is that the one disobeys Allah, definitely more details are given in the next ayah. That is the way you see so many non-Muslim scientists and doctors, or even among them, Muslims who look at the signs of Allah but do not guide it or get guidance towards Allah. Why? Because the fisk, lack of hadayah, can be the attached to the degree of fisk. So, Allimu, yes, who would like to revise this part? Yes, Aisha Ishaq.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
أعوذ
Inna
بالله
Allah.
من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inna Allah, indeed Allah, la yastahi, is not ashamed. An yadriba, mathalan, to present any example, ma ba'udatan, a mosquito or anything, fama fawqaha, above it. Fa'amma, then as for alladhina amanu, those who believed, faya'alamuna, those they know, annahul haq, that it is the truth, min rabbihim, from their Lord.
Jazakallah khaira, sister. Yes, who will continue the next part of the ayah? Yes, you have to. Otherwise, we are not going to continue the class. I will.
But as for lazina kafaru, those who disbelieve, فَيَقُولُونَ, thus they say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ, what did Allah intend? بِهَذَا, by this. Masalan, as an example, يُضِلُّ, he misleads, bihi kasiran, thereby, kasiran, many, وَيَهْدِي bihi, and guides thereby, kasiran, many, وَمَا يُضِلُّ, and he does not mislead, bihi, by it, illa, except, fasikin, the defiantly disobedient.
Okay. When we stop at some word, we have to pronounce it properly. It's not kasiran, it's kasira. Yes, when you join, then you will say kasiram. Then it is not again kasiran. It goes with the sound of the vaw. It will join. Kasiram vayahdi. Otherwise, if you stop, you will say kasira. Same is here. Here you are stopping because there is a stop. So kasira, it's not kasiran. So that is the purpose of revising by the students.
Good.
We don't know what mistakes the student can. We have to guide. So many of us might be having the same issue and the same mistake. Until unless you people speak out, we don't know. That is the purpose. Why purposely the Dr. Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahim has put this Allima and Oktubu, because he knows that there will be so many people making mistakes. Until unless they read in front of somebody, they cannot be guided. Just the sister started with Bismillah. That's wrong. First time you are starting in front of anybody or yourself are reciting, you should say ta'awuz, a'uzubi. So these things will come when you will people come front and speak out. That is the main purpose of this teaching. If we are not achieving that purpose, then there is no use of teaching these classes. So let's look the lessons once again. Allah gives example to help us understand. Believers know it is haq from Allah. Only disbeliever people get lost. Let's pray. Allahumma habib alayna al-iman wa zayyanahu fi qulubina وكره علينا الكفر والفسوق والعصيان وجعلنا من الراشدين. O Allah, endure to us to the faith and make it pleasing in our hearts and make the hateful to us disbelief and defiance and disobedience and make us among the rightly guided. Make a plan. Inshallah, I will always try to ponder the examples given by the Allah. Let's go for the new words coming in this ayah. Masal. The plural is amsal. Rab. Plural is arbab. Fasik. Yes, what is the plural by adding waw nun ya nun? Fasikun and fasikin. Let's have the three letter sound verbs is daraba, alima, kafara, fasaka. Yes, now you have to revise these 6 words. 6 words tables, yes, 6 keys. Should I close the class?
No.
Then why you people are not doing your part?
Okay.
Oh,
Can do it.
Zaraba.
I can read it.
Then start it.
Okay. Daraba, yadribu, idrib, darib, madrum, darb. علم يعلم اعلم عالم معلوم علم كفر يكفر أكفر كافر مكفور كفر فسق يفسق أفسق فاسق dash فسق.
So daraba, dod raba is the root letter babi daraba. Here the word has been used yadriba. Yadriba is mudari. The next is alima ain lam mim. It's the root letter, and samia is the bab. Here it has come fa ya'lamuna. Remove the fa, ya'lamun is the mudari. So from alima, ya'lamu, plural is ya'lamuna. The next is kafara. Kafara is the root letter, and bab is nasara. Here it has come kafaru, the mazi, from kafara, kafaru. Fa sin kaf is the root letter, bab is nasara. Here it has come al-fasikin, as istisna, from fasik. Fasik is a file. Al-fasikin is the plural is coming. And look, all them have the maful except the fasaka. So fasaka does not have the maful, and that is the purpose of revising by you people. Let's to have the weak verb, the hamza verb, and the repeated verb. Among them is the qala and hada. Yes, who would like to revise the 60 for them?
يقول قل قائل مقول قول هدى يهدي اهدي هاد مهدي هدى هداية.
Hidayah. Okay. Qala, kaf wa lam is the root letter. Bab is actually nasara. Here it is have come fayakuluna. Fa is a harf remove. Yakuluna is a mudari. Yakulu, plural is yakuluna. The next is hada. Here the word has used in the ayah yahdi. It's mudari. Hada yahdi. And moreover, the hada has two masdar. Hudan and hadaya. So let's to go for the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 4.B. Grammar, we will continue the revisions of the verbs which we have started. We did some part in the QC, in the 4A part, and now we are going to continue the same exercise in 4B this lesson. Today we will have the revision of Nasara pattern. Yesterday we did the Fataha pattern. In Fataha, we did the 6 words. Fataha, Fa'ala, Ja'ala, which we have already studied in QC1. The next word, Wahaba, Qata'a, and what was the 6th one? Raja. Okay, let's to go for the Nasara. From Nasara, before that, let's to revise our tables. We have 2 types of tables. One is sound verbs called Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Sameh. The second, they have 3 parts. One is called weak verb, Wahaba, Wada, Qala, Zada, Ta'ahada. And the second part is called the repeated word, Zanna, Dalla. And the third part is called the Hamza verb, Amara, Sala, Kara. So thus you can say there are 4, or you can say 1 and 3. The sound verbs, they come 9,000 times in Musaf, in the Quran. And the weak verbs, they also appears 9,000. And the repeated, they appear 1,500. It means every line of the Musaf almost have average 1 sound, 1 weak verb, and every page has 2 of repeated verb. Then the third is the Amara, Sala, Kara, of course. So we learn 3 sentences to memorize the weak verb. Allah will give its promise, Wahaba, Wa'ada. In fact, he said he will give more, Qala, Zada. Therefore, pray for guidance, Da'ahada. And have good opinion, otherwise you will be lost, Zanna, Dalla. And Amara, Sala, Kara. So with this, yesterday, we did the verb coming on the pattern of Fataha. Now, today we will start with the verb coming on the pattern of Nasara. Look, the Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, Nasir, Mansur, Nasr. The reference I think is Iza Ja Nasrullahi wal Fath. Now, if I say on the pattern of Nasara, there is a verb that is called Khalaka. How you will say the 6 keys for Khalaka? Yes.
يخلق
Yes.
أخلق
Yes.
يخلق خالق
خالق
Yes.
مخلوق
مخلوق
خلق
خلق
Khalq, not khulq.
خلق
Khalq. So we did
خلق
it QC1 this Siman. Khalaqa yakhluqu khluq khaliqun makhluqun khalqun. The reference ayah was man min sharri ma khalaq. Okay. On the same pattern, we have another verb studied in QC1 that was abada. How you will say the 6 keys for the abada?
أبدا
Yes.
يعبد
عبود
أعبد يعبد
عابد
معبود
معبود
عبد.
Look, so many of us even not knowing the exact keys. So let me show you people. Abada, Yabudu, Ubud, Abidun, Mabudun, Ibada. The reference I.e. Iyaka na'budu. So the next word is Zakara. We have studied in QC1. Yes. What are the 6 keys for Zakara? Because you have already done in QC1.
ذكر يذكر
يرزق
ذاكر
رازق
مذكور
مزروق رزق.
Zakara yazkuru uskur zakirun mazkurun zikrun. A'inni ala zikrika is the reference ayah. And the new word which you learn in this QC2, one is shakara. How you'll say the 6 key for shakara?
شكر يشكر أشكر
أشكر
شاكر
شاكر
مشكور شكر.
Yes. Shakara yashkuru ushkur shakirun mashkurun shukrun. A'inni ala zikrika wa shukrika is the reference ayah. You in course approximately 190 words come on the pattern of Nasra in the Musaf 3,800 times. Okay, the next one is Dakhala. What are the 6 key for Dakhala?
دخل
يدخل
أدخل داخل
مدخول
مدخول
دخول.
The next one is Hasada. What are the 6 keys?
حسد يحسد
أحسد حاسد
محسود
حسد
The reference I is min sharri ma hasad. Yes, the next is Akala. How you will pronounce the 6 key for it?
أخلا يخلق
يأكل
يأكل
قائل مقول
Akala yakulu kul. Akilun makulun akul. It's not akul. It's kul. Wakulu washrabu. The next one is I think Amara. Yes. How you will say the 6 E for Amara?
أمر يأمر
مر آمر مأمور
أمر.
Good. Amara yamru mur amirun ma'murun amrun fayaktuna ma'amurullah is the reference ayah. The next one is taraka. How you will say the 6 key for it? Taraka.
ترك
يترك
اترك تارك متروك
ترك
Taraka yatruku utruk tarikun matrukun tarkun watarakun fika zulumatin. Okay, the next one is on the pattern of Nasara coming Akhaza. Yes, how you will say the 6 key for Akhaza?
أخذ يأخذ
أخذ يأخذ خذ آخذ مأخذ خذ.
Yes, Akhaza yakhuzu khuz akhizun makhuzun akhzun la takhuzuhu sinatun. And the next one is on the pattern of Khalada.
خلق يخلق أخلق خالق
Khalada yakhludu
مخلوق
ukhlud
خلق
Khalid dash
مخلوق
not makhlud dash khulud. Khalada yakhludu ukhlud Khalid dash khulud hum fiha khalidun. Yes, the next one is razaka. Can you make the 6 key for razaka?
رزق
يخرج
يرزق
يرزق ارزق رازق مرزوق رزق
رازق مرزق
Razaka,
مرزوق
yarzuku, ursuk, razik, marzuk, rizq, wallahu khairur razikin. Okay, the next one is sajada.
سجد
سجد
يسجد
يسجد اسجد ساجد مسجود سجد
Yes. Sajada, yasjudu, usjud, sajid, masjud, sajud, fasajadu illa iblis. The next is sakana.
سكن يسكن
سكن يسكن اسكن ساكن مسكون
مسكن ساكن مسكون سكون.
There is no maskun. Sakana, yaskunu, uskun, sakin, dash, sakun. So, ya ad muskun anta wa zawjukul jannah. So, from Fataha, we learned 6 keys or the 6 verbs. Fataha, Fa'ala, Jala. You already learned. And then Khada'a, Zahaba, and Kata. The next is Nasara. Today, from the Nasara, the 4 verbs we already studied in QC1. Nasara, Khalaka, Abada, Akara. The rest we did Shakara, Akhaza, Akala, Amara. They 3 start with Hamza. Taraka, Razaka, Hasada, Dakhala, Khalada, Sajada, Sakana. How many they are? 14 or 15? 15, because Nasara, if you include, they become 15. These 15 verbs, they occur 1620 times in Mus'haf. While there are 190 verbs from Bab Nasara pattern, which occur 3,800. What does it mean? It means instead of 190, if you even know these 15 verbs, you can know the half of the almost words coming from the 190 words of the Nasara. That is the main hard work of Dr. Abdul. He found out of 190, we remember only these 15 most frequently occurring verbs in the Mus'haf. We know almost half words coming on the pattern of Bab Nasra out of 190. If I ask you a question, Hal shakartullah, how you will answer? Nam shakartullah. Hal shakartumullah, the answer will be
شكرنا الله
Nam shakarnallah, tum will change in na. Hal tashkurullah,
نعم أشكر الله
أشكر الله
tashkurunallah,
نعم نشكر
نعم نشكر
الله
ushkurullah,
أشكر الله
ashkurullah. It will have dhamma. Ushkurullah.
نشكر الله
نشكر الله.
Hal dakhalta,
نعم
نعم دخلت.
دخلت
hal dakhaltum,
نعم دخلنا
نعم دخلنا.
hal tadkhulu,
نعم أدخل.
يدخل
hal tadkhuluna,
نعم
نعم
ندخل
ندخل.
udkhul.
أدخل
أدخل.
أدخل
Dhamma. Udkhulu,
ندخل
ندخل.
tadkhulu, dhamma.
ندخل
Hal
ندخل.
akalta,
نعم أكلت
نعم
أكلت.
أكلت.
hal akaltum,
نعم
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 أكلنا
أكلنا.
hal
أنا
ta'kulun,
نعم
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 آكل
hal
نعم
ta'kuluna,
نعم
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 نأكل.
qul.
أكل
أقول
Aqulu, dhamma at the end.
أقول
Because the Amar answer is mudari.
أقول
Aqulu,
نقول
aqulu, dhamma at the end. Okay. Hal akhazta,
أكل.
نعم
نعم
أخذت
أخذت.
hal akhaztum,
نعم
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 أخذنا
hal
أخذنا.
ta'khuzu,
نعم
نعم
hal
نأخذ.
ta'khuzuna,
نعم
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 نأخذ
نأخذ.
أخذ
khuzu,
نأخذ
نعم
hal tarakta,
نعم
نعم
تركت
hal
تركت.
taraktum,
نعم
تركت
hal tasjudu lillahi,
نعم
نعم
أسجد
أسجد
لله
هل
أسجد
تسجدون
لله
لله?
نعم
نعم
نسجد
نسجد
Allah
لله
أسجد
subhanahu
لله
Is it the verbs are to
لله
read Nasara, Khalaka, Abada, Zakara, Shakara, Dakhala. Then we did the Amara, Akhaza, Taraka, Khalada, Razaka, Sajada, Sakana. So let's to have a quickly the questions answered because the time is
yes.
less. There is another class. So La Yastahi mean
Is not
he is
ashamed
not ashamed. The
Yeah.
Fawqaha mean above
above her.
about
Above
it.
them, above
Fayalamuna
it,
mean thus they know. Min
thus
Rabbihim
they
mean
know.
from their
From
Lord.
the
Allah gave example of mosquito.
mosquito.
Mosquito,
In this ayah, Allah talks about two groups, the believers and the
not
disbelievers.
believers and
Allah gives
disbelievers.
example to help us to ponder on them, visualize them,
Ponder,
understand them,
And
receive
All.
all the
appreciate.
above.
All four are correct. فعل مضارع فسق is يفسق. The فعل أمر قال is قل.
قل
The
full,
plural of أمثال is مثل.
مثلا
asal,
Not masala, مثل. Three nouns
مثلا
of يخلق is خالق مخلوق خلق.
alik,
The three verbs
haluk,
of shakara is shakara yashkuru.
يشكر أشكر
We worships na'budu.
نعبد
nabu,
Yazkuru, you will remember or you remember. Dakhalu, they enter or
and
they will enter. Watarakahum, and he left them. Yadkhuluna fi dinillahi, they are entering into the religion of Allah. Hal amarakumullah, nam amarna Allah. Hal tuhaddusuna, la nuhaddusuna. Hal is zikrul ibada, nam ad zikru ibada. Seven who are known to you, let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت لا تعذبنا بعد
nobody
ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. So I'm sorry I can't take your questions because there is the next class waiting. So for that we have to vacate the forum. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation.